yesterday, I punished Nelson. Isn't it, Nelson?
This is the day, yeah.
Well, actually, isn't it every day?
Every day. Every day.
But today is a especially shameful punishing you today for your actions yesterday at the animal shelter. Every animal. Do you like that one? It's the same as the other one. That dog is, they're all the same. They're not all the same. And so now today.
I was just saying they were all dogs.
No, I'm telling you, you were the worst representation of a dog there was yesterday, and you were punished. I was yelling at you. Wah, 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 wah. Nelson. I'm in Googling divorce.com. I want a divorce. That was yesterday. Of course, by the time I got home, I was still mad. And I said, that's it. I'm going back tomorrow and I'm making you adopt the dog, Nelson. You're going to do it. It's all on you today. You're going to hold it, cuddle it, and you are going to do the adoption. That's right. And I'm going to make you use your senior discount too.
That's real punishment.
It is. And you have pooper scooper duty. That's where the big punishment comes in.
I have that all the time.
Yeah, I know. You do. That is true too. She came to us, honey. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Hi, baby. You wanted some attention too? That's the Wrangler. Tracers went under the bed. Here she comes. But she got to get her surgery tomorrow. I know it.
All right, let me
There
have you
you
hold
are.
on to your purse. Hold on to your paperwork.
Little taser crazers.
Smile, doggy.
I know. Here, now you should probably turn this way, baby. It's so dark, isn't it? Oh, that's better right there. Did it work?
Yeah, I was gonna like it.
Oh,
Send it to my cashier.
What do you think? What do you think, little girl? Little tasers!
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Tasers!
What's she
Hi,
doing?
sweetie guys.
They were,
Today, huh?
yeah. Feels good, huh, Kitty?
So now we know Nelson is like
Welcome.
Catman.
Did you see the sign?
hi, baby. Oh, see. Hi, kitty. Hi, Susan.
Kitty.
Yes, you're in jail, little kitty cat. I'm sorry. You got a 2-room condo, though. Yes, it's Josie and the Pussycats. Long tail and ears to match. Are you a sad cat? Are you a sad cat?
Did you say something? Huh? Did you say something?
It's a pet me.
Hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Another, a hisser. Hi. Hi. What's going on? What's going on? You're pretty. I like you. I like a feisty kitty. Domino. I like you best, kitty. Also, you can't just look at it. You just got to take the pen and go. That's what you do.
And what I'm doing, I'm taking my pen and I'm going.
Go.
Go.
You can't hold the pen up. You just got to keep going. Don't take it off the paper. That's my rule. Okay, are you ready, Nelson? I'll do it faster than you. How about that?
Not much faster. Take a shortcut.
I like shortcuts in life, yes. Why mess around with all of this? Just from A to Z. Well, actually from E to B. Or B to E for egg and bacon. No, I'll do it.
Got your E's and D's. E's and D's. Eggs and bacon.
Oops.
Easy.
Okay, I'm stuck. Go up, down here, go down here, come around.
Yep.
Oops, and then right there. Okay, I got stuck right here. All right, but there it is. Murder house. And it's for sale too, the murder house, honey. That's where Fred Dallymore used to live, the baseball coach here for UNLV. Betty Pammy lived there, the FBI, head of the FBI lived there, and there's our house. Well, there it is, Nelson. There's the house you built. There it is. And the house that Monty helped build.
Yep, he did.
Him and his architectural expertise. There it is. There's the little area up there that I used to sit in and compute at back when it was a Tandy computer. No, I'm just kidding. They were not a Tandy, but the first like Windows major operating system came out back then. It was a 95. I was so excited about it. Ooh. There it is, Nelson.
There it is.
I cannot believe they still have the same curtains. That's clear from, what, 96? Unbelievable. The door is really ratty.
His house is still next door.
Yeah, let's not talk about her. Remember how she came in my closet that morning and then accosted me? That was so embarrassing, wasn't it? I was trying to get ready for... Here's a quick story. So I was trying to get ready because I was in real estate at the time, and I had a meeting that morning. And so I'm in my closet, and she used to come over all the time because she was sleeping with our tile guy. Remember that? I caught him in our bathtub that was just being installed. Oh my gosh, talk about embarrassing. Not for me, of course, but for them. Of course, I'm not going to stand there and be embarrassed. I'm going to make them feel embarrassed because, well, that's how I am. I just think that's funny stuff. So anyways, I was in there, and I was in that custom closet, and I just had put my nylons on and the shirt, and she comes in the house through the back this way and comes in my closet, and she says, I just want to come over and talk to you. And I said, I'm really late. I'm running late at 6:30, in the morning. I said, I've got to get to this meeting. And she says, well, I want to ask you one thing. Next thing you know, oh my gosh, she goes like this up against me, pushes me up against my closet door, puts a wet kiss. I mean, not just oh my gosh. And I push her forehead away, and I said, I'm sorry. You're barking up the wrong beaver. I got to get out of here. And I took off and I left. And before I was leaving, I had to go to the chiropractor, Dr. Baxter, of course. I wanted to get adjusted, and I was like the first one up that morning. And I ran out and got my car and left, and I had this long blouse on. I totally forgot to put my pants on because I was so shocked about what happened. And I get to Dr. Baxter's office, and I walk in his office. I don't know if he remembers this, the one over on Pecos. And I didn't have any pants on. I mean, nothing, just nylons and this blouse barely covering my, my hoo-hoo. And oh my gosh, I told him, I said, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so sorry. So then I had to come back, and actually I didn't. What did I do? Oh yeah, I had a towel in the car. I wrapped a towel around me. It splish splash, right? And I opened the door. No, I went over to Savers and I got a used skirt. Anyways, that's what happened here. That's them. And he's the same guy that night that got drunk, and him and his wife got in a fight, and he fired off. Remember, it was like that semi-automatic, and I thought our house was getting shot at. Remember, the window got broke out?
Yeah.
And I said, somebody's shooting at us, and my mom and I are so scared. We're crawling through the house screaming like this because the glass is flying. What's going on? And called 911 several times. They sent a helicopter out, and then they found out that it was the director of the FBI here in Vegas, and they called it all off. And then I was so mad. I thought, this guy gets all liquored up and he's firing off weapons. And I said, we got to get out of here. But not until this happened. This house is for sale. What about this house now? Why don't you tell them what happened here?
I think you could describe it much better than I.
4th of July weekend, these people who own this house, his name was Warren, but he sold it to these people who own that big strip bar here in town. I won't say the name of it, but there's 2 of them. They're kind of like a horse, you know, a little giddy up, giddy up. But anyway, so they had this house, and they had lots of comings and goings all the time, you know, Mercedes and limos and hot looking girls. And so as you can see here, and then our house was here. So I would sit up there and I could watch everything. I could spy and see everything that was going on because the gate was right here. So you know me, I'm Mrs. Kravitz, you know, I just love it. So I came up here to the gate because this is where our mailbox is. This is where our mailboxes were. And this guy says to me, oh, hi, hope you have a nice weekend. I'm going out of town this weekend. I'm going back east. And I'm thinking, I've never spoke to these people before, but okay. Yeah, great. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice time. Toodaloo. And I go back and I think, that was really crazy. Why would he tell me that? So it was over that weekend, and Nelson was gone, of course, because he traveled all the time. I hardly ever saw him. He would hit the ground running and turn around the next day and be back to Australia, or I don't know. Where were you going, Nelson? All over the place. He was a madman on traveling. Anyways, so I was all by myself that weekend, and I had 3 days, 4 days went by, and no activity except a couple of suspicious cars one evening. It was kind of weird. And I, you know, was upstairs and I saw this activity. And then I didn't see anything. And I thought, well, that's odd. You know, there's a couple of guys that live there, but there's been no activity whatsoever. And so I take a walk about the 7th or 8th day. I'm walking down there and woo! You can smell something going on down there. And next door to them was the captain of the fire department here for the county. I said, what in the world? So obviously, kind of scary to go window peeking. I let the captain go first. And probably not a good idea to window peek. What was in there, Nelson?
I don't recall.
Yes, you do.
What?
The decapitated man!
Oh, is that what it was?
Remember?
Yes.
And then they had the helicopters flying over everything. And so then they said it was this big hush-hush thing. And I was all scared. And they said, remember, what did they say it was?
What?
Remember, a suicide.
Oh, yeah, they called it a suicide, but I guess and the circumstances around it were, how could he stab himself in the back or something like that?
He was stabbed in the back several times. First of all, he was laying in his kitchen, but his body had been drugged, because you could see when you look in that window, his body had been drugged all the way from the kitchen, all the way, blood, debris everywhere, all the way to his bedroom. Then you could just see like the claw marks on the door and everything, like he was trying to stand up. And then he was decapitated there. And then the body was drugged because obviously the head was there. The body was in the kitchen. And so the head's laying there by the bedroom, and the body is dragged into the kitchen. So I don't know. I mean, I'm no rocket scientist, but I'm pretty sure that when your head is detached from your body, I don't know how far you can crawl, but he had to crawl a long ways. And so they closed off our street. It was this big old hush hush, you know, real estate agents were like, oh my gosh, pull any of the signs out of the yard. We don't want anything. The news was not allowed in. Remember that? They would not let any of the news trucks in. They were all sitting out here.
86.
Yeah, so the FBI was there, and we still don't know. They said it was not a robbery because nothing was taken out of the safe. And of course, after that, I said, get the heck out of here. No more of these highfalutin communities for me. We're out of here. We're out of here. I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. Here's me. See no evil, hear no evil, not speak, but I knew what I'd seen. I said, just let's get out of here. It is something bad went down, and bye-bye. And we were out of there, weren't we?
We were gone, yeah.
Gone, gone. I'm telling you, fast and furious, out of there. We did not care. Go. So that's it. So that's the story of that neighborhood, and I'm glad to be rid of that place. Aren't you?
Forever and ever.
Yeah. Amen.